Hey everybody, world's biggest geek here. My name is Kevin, back with another video today. And guys, I'm very emotional right now. I just finished the season finale, the series 4, the final season of Superman and Lois. Truly was an excellent show. And I'm definitely going to miss everyone in this show. Was truly one of the most breathtaking, emotional roller coasters of all time. The great thing about Superman is that Superman will do anything to protect people, and he stands for hope because he wants you to believe that there's still good out here. He wants you to always be there for one another, helping each other. See, a hero is someone that will do anything in their power to protect people. Even though you'll never know who the hero is and what they stand for, there always will be here for you. Superman is that person that will always be here to protect anybody in the world and will protect you, shield you, make sure you'll never get hurt. He'll always be there when there's trouble and crime. Yes, he has super hearing. He can hear across the entire globe of this entire planet, and Superman will always be there to save everybody's life. And even like, yeah, we don't have superheroes in our world, but when you enjoy, the comic books, TV shows, and cartoons, what superheroes do, man, they just lay their lives to protect everybody out here, and they do everything in their powers to save everybody. No matter what goes on in this world, they'll always be here for you. And a hero is truly one of the greatest things of our generation. And Superman, from 1938 all the way till now, has been one of the greatest heroes of our century. And that's why we have Superman Day. That's why a town in Illinois has a town of Superman dedicated to him, like a statue. Truth, justice in the American way, or truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Superman has always been by far one of the greatest people and the greatest protector and defender for every single person. Doesn't matter who you are, Superman is there to save you. So guys, let's get into the entire series. Like I said, this finale blew me away. Brought me into tears. At the very end, it was so cool that Superman said he wanted to build a legacy, and yes, his sons finally got to help him out. Jonathan got to wear his traditional costume with the blue and the red. Jordan's was a little bit different because, like in the comic books, they only have one son, but in the TV show, they made him two sons, Jonathan and Jordan. Which Jordan was the one who got his powers first through all the seasons. Jordan was still in training. He was still trying to learn. Yeah, his father got mad at him because Jonathan was trying to be famous and everyone recognized him, but he's trying to show his son it's not about the fame, it's not about the money, it's not about the fortune, the wealth. Being a hero is about doing the right thing, of helping others, being there, knowing when there's trouble, you have to be there to help them, protect them. So yeah, Jonathan wanted to take Jordan wanted to take a break from being a hero because now his brother Jonathan, who got the powers in this season, Jonathan was flying all over the world. His parents were like, you got to take a chill pill, relax a little bit. Like I said, Jonathan, he's got these powers. He was flying all around the cities and states and countries, flying over his town. But like I said, it was so cool at the end. And finally, Steel got to daunt the red S. Yes, the mighty S. Well, in the comics, it's a silver S, but they made it with the red S. But he finally got his cape. He got his suit back. His daughter, now Superman has his own team. Superman, Superboy, and Superboy, Starlight, and Steel are now Superman's team of protecting the world from evil and protection and justice. I had to say, just seeing that scene, just all of them flying together with Superman, I was like, now Superman has his own team, just like Team Flash, Team Arrow, Team Supergirl slash Super Friends, and now Team Superman, Team Black Lightning. Everyone has a team in their own shows now. But I have to say, guys, truly was amazing. And also, what blew our minds in this season, Superman finally revealed his identity to the world. Now, I know in the comic books, yes, it's been done countless times, but in early comic books, Superman has never revealed his identity. And like I said, when you're a hero, you always want to wear the mask, protection. For Superman, he always wears the glasses. But when he takes off those glasses and opens up his shirt, he just, like he said, in one of his episodes, when he was in Metropolis, you know, Metropolis was a big city, so he can just run anywhere he wants. He can always do the famous ripping shirt and flies off in the air, takes off his glasses. But in this season, he felt bad. He's like, yeah, we had to keep this a secret. We had to. Superman wanted to protect his family. Excuse me. But Jonathan's girlfriend's father was sharing a cell with Lex Luthor. So he's like, hey, listen, I need you to make Superman reveal his identity to the world, which he did. And that's why, when he pulled the gun out and, pop. And yeah, even in slow motion, Superman could have easily just plucked that bullet out of his way and put his glasses back on. And he could have got ketchup and put on his shirt and be like, oh, he shot, didn't feel it. But he was ready. Superman was ready to know that, yeah, it's been a secret to keep his identity for so long. And, it was ready. And he was afraid. He felt bad for lying to the city of Smallville. Yeah, he wanted to keep it a secret. And all of a sudden, phone, internet blows up. Clark Kent reveals his identity to the world. The Daily Planet, Jimmy Olsen's sister came. And he's like, hey, my name is Clark Kent and I am Superman. And he did it. He revealed his identity to the world. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't scared. Yeah, Lex Luthor made him reveal his identity to the world. But he was ready to face it. And when he walked into that diner, everything was normal. Morning, Mr. Kent. Didn't suspect it. He was just there to help people. And there we are. So, but like I said, season 4. And yes, this show was more focused on the death of Superman, which happened in the 90s when Doomsday killed him. And yes, Lex Luthor created a monster to finally beat the Man of Steel. And they were trying to find a way to get his heart back. But sadly and very mean, Lex Luthor stepped on his heart because they thought, the only way to get Superman to come back was his heart. And Lex Luthor finally stepped on it. And that just broke the entire town, knowing that Superman was gone. And also to rest in peace to Samuel Lang, Lois and Lucy's father, who passed away. Like I said, Sam has always been one of the greatest characters in this show. He's always been there for his daughters. He always loves them. He always wants to protect his family. He served our country, I think that's just by far one of the greatest, things as a father would do, is protect his family, his daughters. But I have to say, guys, this 4 seasons has been truly incredible. Like I said, in the first one was Kryptonite with Morgan Edge, who turns out was his half-brother from Krypton, who found Kryptonite and turned everyone in Smallville into Kryptonians. And all the people who were brainwashed came after Superman to stop him. And then he finally defeated his brother and saving the town by destroying the mines of getting rid of all the Kryptonite that was there. Of course, in season 2, Alice comes from a world of Bizarro world where she wanted everyone to be whole with their counterparts. So Alice merged with herself and became one. creating Bizarro, which was cool to see Bizarro in the show. Bizarro was in the mines trying to escape his world to come to our world. And also, too, in the first one, yeah, though he's called Steel in the comics, but they called him the Stranger, which they said Captain Luthor. It's like, oh, is this Lex Luthor? But it turns out he was from another Earth where this Superman was in the black suit, and all people at ex Kryptonite were following Superman. So Morgan Edge was not the villain of that Earth; it was Superman on that Earth. And Steel tried to escape and left his daughter behind, which his daughter came back uh, in the finale of the first season. It's like, oh, mom, like, oh, that's not your mom. But on their world, Lois Lane marries John Henry Irons, and they have Natalie, who is their daughter. So I think that was kind of cool seeing a new world where that, at the end of this finale said, either this is not their world, but it feels like home to them because on their world, Superman destroyed. Also, Sam Lane died in that world, who was a friend of John Henry Irons on that Earth, so that they can finally beat Superman. And then, like I said, Morgan Edge got his powers. Alice with merging the Bizarro, which you saw Bizarro versus Superman. And then you saw the Supermen of America, which with the government was using ex-kryptonite, which is terrible, gave it to other children who also died because they couldn't stop Bizarro. And, either ex-kryptonite may give them superpowers, but it also messes their memories. They have no idea where they are. They black out for a few minutes. And yeah, like I said, and then of course with season 3, Bruno Mannheim, who had a facility for cancer patients, was because of his wife. His wife was a metahuman that I guess did sonic sounds, and they killed the previous mayor, which Lana Lane, Lana became mayor of Smallville. So now the mayor was sad that the mayor's son was sad that he lost his father to a metahuman, and Bruno Mayheim was also experimenting with Bizarro's blood, ex-kryptonite. Adam Man, who was in jail, had cancer, and Bruno was experimenting on these people, giving them superpowers. Although some of the ex-kryptonite didn't work on some of them. Bruno's wife sort of was getting better, but her powers were getting worse. So, and then of course the introduction of Lex Luthor, and that where he created Doomsday to finally, telling Lois that she framed him for putting him in jail, and now he got revenge. Also, his daughter came, which she was pregnant. Sam made a promise to protect his daughter and keep her safe so that Luthor would never find her. And now, guys, this is where season 4 comes to a full circle where we got to see everything. And Crypto, yeah, Crypto didn't look like the dog from the comics, but it was cool to see. After Lois died, he found a friend, and then Superman died, and of course, in the afterlife, he finally reunited with the one true love, Lois Lane, who by far is the woman of his dreams that he loves, and has finally been back with her. Also, the actress that played Lucy from the Supergirl show, which I thought was fantastic. They got the original actress to come back to play, Lois's sister. I was like, oh my goodness! I was like, that's the actress from Supergirl. They brought her back, which I thought that was cool. Her meeting her sons for the first time. Like I said, the Arrowverse has just been truly an epic journey. And like I said, I know James Gunn is in control of all of DC now, but rest in peace to the Arrowverse. The Arrowverse will never be forgotten for the great fun and excitement, the crossovers, the thrill, the surprises. Has just been truly the best part of like everything of this entire world. And I'm truly going to miss the Arrowverse and crossovers, events, tie-ins, spin-offs. It's just been truly one of the best times of the DC universe. So you guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys got to enjoy the Arrowverse as well too. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Stay awesome, stay geeky, and be the greatest people of every generation you are. Until then, be a hero, be a geek, have fun, and just live every day you guys can. In other words, up, up, and away. Bye, everyone.